What's up, guys? Masta Styles here, bringing you another Let's Play Eternal Evolution episode. And today, I'm going to be focusing primarily on Nord. Nord's back in the game. Now that he's back, I wanted to make a video about his gear setup. But to do all of that, first, we have to actually pick up Nord. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to do some summons for Nord. I was saving up my limited tickets because I knew that this week Nord would be in the giant tower, and I'm like ready to go. So we're gonna go straight to it, not gonna waste too much of your time. Let's see what we get here. We're starting out with purple. Hopefully it's Nord straight out the gate. We ain't playing none of these games, and bam, there he is. Nord, first 10 pulls. Love to see that. Hopefully we can get another copy so we can push him further into his evolution. He's here. Welcome to the squad, Nord. I'm gonna put him to work. I'm not even gonna play no games because apparently, I always hear all these YouTubers talking about Nord. Now that I finally have him, let's see what he can do. Wish I would have got a copy there, but if you don't get your copy at 30, you're definitely going to be pushed into pity. So here we are at 60. We're at pity. This is our second copy. 20 more, and we get a third copy off of the giant tower. The one mistake that I did make this time was that I should have summoned this week because the reinformation event is still live, but normally it's not like that because the updates are normally on Thursday. So that event would have already been done if you're summoning on the second week. So we're going to continue to see if we can get another copy. I am going to go to 90 because that guarantees me an elite. And if we can get another copy, that would be awesome. So that way I can be a step closer to bring him to legendary. But let's see, no luck there, but we're going to continue. I know why you clicked on this video, because you wanted to see what gear / gear set you should use when it comes to Nord. I am going to walk you through the process of setting up Nord, and you got to bear with me because this is my free to play account. I don't have the best gear over here on this account, but again, I created this series because I wanted to go through the struggles that a new player would go to. So you have to utilize what you have in your bag. So here, Nord, awesome character. You want to pick him up. You don't know when he's coming back. That's the other thing too. This is the time to pick him up, and plus he's in the giant tower, so you're gonna get extra copies. And the challenge is going on where I'm trying to see how far I can progress on that with my free to play account. And here I'm gonna do a summon for the new SP hero. Obviously, I was already working on Caraxia, so it's kind of annoying that now I have to either switch or continue. But again, it's all about account progression for over here. And the new SP hero looks a lot better than what Caraxia might bring to the table. So I am going to switch over to the new hero and do a summoning for them, and hopefully we get lucky, pull another triple S. They have a couple of new triple S's in there. Panda is still an option that we are looking for, and let's see what we get here. So let's go, come on. And boom, we're starting out with a Ravenna. We do need that. She's gonna help out with the endless battles. She does give 5%, and we'll just upgrade her, but I'm not gonna do that right now. We're now focusing on Nord. So now that we got all the summons out the way, we can actually move on to actually checking what our progress is here on the wheel. I call it the wheel, and we're doing pretty good, and we didn't buy the pass. I'm not planning on it. And let's finish up the evolution here of Nord and bringing him to Mythic 1 actually, and then off screen I'll bring him to Mythic 2, but I don't want to waste too much of your time. I'm already 4 minutes into the video, and I want to make sure that you get what you came here for, which is pretty much seeing this setup and what gears I'm planning on using and where I'm gonna go with that. So let's put the Gene Hybrid into him, and then we're gonna start doing the gear setup. So first up here, what I like to do is whenever I get a new hero, I go with the recommendation. Let's see what the game is telling you should do. Yes, you can look into strategies and stuff like that, but I just wanted to see what the game telling me to do. Another thing that I completely forgot to do too was actually using offset pieces and That way I could still get the crit rate instead of trying to do the set pieces to get those bonuses. So that's something you can think of too. You don't always have to use the set pieces. Like for instance, I'm using overload here. I could use a different piece to get the crit. The key piece you want to make sure you get the set bonus for is the Murata set. Everything else could be offset. The other two could be offset. So here, I'm going to actually change that once I finish this video, because I realize that Nord needs crit rate. Obviously crit damage helps too, but at the same time, he needs a higher crit rate. And that's what I'm going to go through and do once I get off of this video, because now the thought just hit me. You want to make sure you have crit rate on the gloves and attack on the helm. But the other part is, how do you go about it? So there's two ways to go about the boots. You can either go crit damage or you can go attack. But I'm more about damage reduction because he's going to be up front. And that's what you want to think about when you're thinking about the boots. Where is Nord going to be when he's in your lineup? And if he's going to be a front liner, you want to make sure you put damage reduction. And most people run him in the front, but he tends to be a little squishy depending on if you're in PvP. If it's PvE, it's a little bit different. Again, if you have a front liner in front of Nord, it's kind of good to put attack on the boots, so that way, you know, he can jump over them, do his ultimate, bounce around the map, and do a lot of damage. So the build here that I have for him is running the Murata set with overload. If you have crit on the Murata set or the overload piece, you'll definitely get the bonus from set piece. But now I'm going to actually go back and make that change where I put crit damage because I don't have it on the Murata set. So I'll find a gear that has a nice crit rate and some additional stats. But overall, Nord's an amazing character. If you don't pick him up, I don't know when you're gonna see him again. And obviously there's the other energy character in the game. He's awesome too. I can't wait to put the two of them together. And I know that that new SP hero plus Nord plus the new hero now would make for an amazing team. But the one person I'm actually missing is Miranda. So I'm in a tough situation when it comes to that selector because it has Durelli. It also has Miranda in it, so pretty tough decision to make there for the Let's Play account. And Nord's looking pretty good. I'm very interested to see how he is in Twilight Lands at these lower levels. Obviously, if he's immortal, he can run through most of these contents, and that's kind of the goal for Nord over here on this account. For my main account, I don't really care to bring him to immortal. I'm waiting for the new hero to drop so I can bring that hero to immortal. But if you have Nord, this is the setup you want to run on him. Murata is definitely the way to go. Don't even focus on no surge, no other set, because again, this set gives him lifesteal, and that's the key point here is lifesteal. Every time he does his ultimate, he's gonna go back to full health. So now we're gonna actually take him into Guild Hunt, and we're gonna bring him along with his co-partner that you need to have with him, which is Rez. So you want to build out your Rez too. Make sure you have high attack speed on Rez, and or run the Resonance set or Light Cap so he can get his ultimates, and that way Nord gets his ultimates, and you know, everything dies very fast because Nord is pumping out those ultimates. And that's kind of how you want to build your Rez, because now this is another person that you need to focus on. So Nord plus Rez is win. That's what it equals. It equals win. And this is something I've been waiting for, you know, for a long time. And here we didn't really do too well. Obviously I could have brought Jaina too, but I thought about Jaina after the fact. But for my account here, Sif is my main damage dealer, as you can see, by a landslide, and this is why I say that Sif is better than Nord. But you know, some people will argue with me on that. Comment down below who you think is a better hero, Nord or Sif. Obviously Dom is at the top of the list because of what he does in terms of damage, but I think that Sif is a better overall character, because even if Sif dies right now, Gobo's still going. If Nord dies, it's over. So that's just my opinion on that. I just wanted to show you a little bit of content with Nord. Obviously when Twilight Lands go live, a walkthrough of the chapters. But if this is something you're interested in, make sure you comment down below and I'll get those videos out there. Another thing, If you made it this far in the video, comment down below Nord. And I do appreciate you checking out this content. And for all those that have subscribed to my channel, thank you for hitting that subscribe button. I appreciate you. And don't forget to hit that like button so we can send it out to the algorithm and more people can see how they should set up their Nord. So without further ado, I actually want to thank you for watching. Until the next one, peace.